Picture the scene. A room full of silence, heavy with grief. Everyone is crying, looking down, or holding hands. That is what society expects. That is the script we are all supposed to follow. But then, there is you. You are standing there, hearing the worst news of your life, and you feel something strange rising in your chest. It isn't tears, it isn't a scream, it is a laugh, and the moment it escapes your lips, you feel the eyes of the room burn into you. They look at you like you are a monster, like you are cold, heartless, or maybe even crazy. But stay with me, because that laugh, it is not what you think it is. First, look at me. You are not broken. You are not a sociopath, and you are certainly not evil. If you have ever smirked during an argument or giggled at a funeral, you know the crushing weight of guilt that follows. You ask yourself, what is wrong with me? Why can't I just feel sad like a normal person? I need you to take a deep breath and let that guilt go, because what you are experiencing has a name. Psychologists call it the incongruous effect, but I prefer to call it emotional crosswire. It is not a moral failing, it is simply biology. Let's look at the machinery under the hood. Your brain is constantly trying to maintain homeostasis, balance. When you are hit with a massive shock, like a breakup or a tragedy, your system is flooded with cortisol and adrenaline. It is a tidal wave of energy. For most people, the brain channels this energy into tears, which is a down-regulating behaviour. Crying brings you down, but for you, your brain realises the voltage is too high. It senses that if you fully feel this pain right now, you might shatter. So, it pulls the emergency brake. It forces a reset. Laughter, biologically speaking, is an aggressive release of breath and tension. It is your nervous system venting pressure, so the pipes don't burst. But here is where it gets fascinating. The world assumes you laugh because you don't care. They think you are detached, but the psychological reality is the exact opposite. You aren't laughing because you feel too little. You are laughing because you are feeling too much. Your empathy dial is turned up to 11. The reality of the situation is so overwhelming, so absurdly painful, that your brain refuses to process it as sadness yet. It rejects the reality to protect you. This is a defense mechanism of the highest order. It is cognitive dissonance in real time. You aren't mocking the pain. You are desperately trying to survive it. Now, I know what you're thinking. But it hurts people when I laugh. And yes, to the outside observer, who processes grief through connection and weeping, your reaction looks like rejection. They need validation, and you are giving them confusion. It creates a gap. But understand this distinction. Their tears are a request for comfort. Your laughter is a request for safety. Neither is wrong. They are just different operating systems trying to process the same fatal error. So, how do we live with this? We stop apologising for our survival instincts. There is a philosophy in this. Think of the absurdism of Albert Camus. Life is often tragic, terrifying, and completely nonsensical. Sometimes the only honest response to the sheer chaos of the universe is to laugh. It is not disrespect, it is defiance. It is your spirit refusing to be crushed by the weight of the dark. So the next time you smirk in the face of darkness, don't hate yourself. Recognise it for what it is. Your brain is simply saying, I will not let this destroy me. You are not cold, you are just wired to withstand the fire differently. If this resonated with you, you might also struggle with feeling emotions that don't match the situation, a trait common in high sensitivity. I'm working on a video about that next, so make sure you are subscribed. I'll see you there.